Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, the virtual semi-final that is there in this Asia Cup 2023 tournament. Remember, if Pakistan win, they go through to the final to face India. If Sri Lanka win, they go through. If rain stops play and you cannot get any further moments in the match, then 1 point is given and Sri Lanka will go through because of a superior net run rate. But prior to the start of the match and even yesterday, there was chaos in the Pakistan team. Why? You had to make 5 changes. But those 5 changes got compounded at the toss itself when Babar Azam announced some more changes. The number remained 5, but the personnel changed. And in this way, a chaotic Pakistan playing 11 was presented. Totally riddled with injuries, totally plagued with illness. This Pakistan team is somehow being put through. If they make it to the final, it will be a Herculean effort with the amount of injuries and illness that is there in the Pakistan team. So, what were the changes? How many changes? We actually lost count, but if you have to say at max, there were 5 changes. Because the case of Abdullah Shafiq and Imamul Haq is very, very different. At the start, yesterday when Pakistan had announced their playing 11, Imamul Haq was there. But just during the rain break, when they had all come out for their warm-up drills, Imamul Haq suffered a back spasm, and that is the reason why he had to be taken off. Fakhar Zaman came back in, and who replaced Imamul Haq in this particular instance? Abdullah Shafiq. So, Imamul Haq already had plenty of trouble with the back spasm. Now, because of that, he was taken out. Fakhar Zaman came back in because there was no chance that Fakhar Zaman was going to be picked. So, Fakhar Zaman got picked despite being dropped the day before, and Abdullah Shafiq came back in. Remember, Abdullah Shafiq has a good record in test matches, but in ODIs, he's currently showing his worth. He's held the position very firmly. Pakistan in a kind of solid position after they lost Babar Azam. So, Abdullah Shafiq's entry was comical because he was expected to replace Fakhar Zaman, not Imamul Haq. So, Imam came out and Abdullah Shafiq came in. Now, Saud Shakil was also included as a replacement for Aga Salman. But just before the toss and prior to the warm-ups, Saud Shakil had developed fever. So, the replacement to the replacement became Mohammad Haris. Remember, Saud Shakil, Aga Salman. But because Aga Salman was not picked for this game and also because Saud Shakil developed fever, that's why Mohammad Haris slotted back in. So, Abdullah Shafiq came in place of Imamul Haq and Mohammad Haris came in place of Saud Shakil. That was how the batting order adjusted itself in. Then the remainder of the changes came about because of team composition. On this particular Premadasa wicket, you are not going to play 4 pacers, and that's why Mohammad Nawaz came back in and Fahim Ashraf, who had a very underwhelming game against India, he had to sit out. So, Fahim Ashraf out, Mohammad Nawaz in. But the big update that we finally got is that Naseem Shah has been ruled out of the entire of the Asia Cup because of the shoulder injury that he suffered in the game against India. So, Naseem Shah is out and in his place comes Mohammad Wasim Jr. So, Naseem Shah's absence for this Asia Cup, the remainder of it, is a big blow for Pakistan. So, Naseem Shah's out, Mohammad Wasim Jr. Now, he will be the key because in the death overs, he nails the Yorkers well, and even the power play, he can swing the ball as well. So, Mohammad Wasim Jr. in, Naseem Shah out. And then today we finally saw Haris Rauf out and Zaman Khan making his debut today. Remember, Haris Rauf has been having a side strain, and that is why for precautionary reasons, he did not bowl in the game against India, and after that, he was not picked in the game against Sri Lanka. If Pakistan make it to the final, Haris Rauf hopefully will be fit and he could come back in. But there is comical situation around these 2 individuals in particular. I mean, Mohammad Haris already included in place of someone else, he was supposed to open. But then what happened? Saud Shakil fell ill, and that's why he had to slot back in the middle order. And then Abdullah Shafiq, initially in for Fakhar Zaman, but Fakhar Zaman came in and Imamul Haq went out because of a back spasm that he suffered. So, it has been a very chaotic Pakistan build-up if you have to look at it. Vintage mercurial Pakistan. That is the reason why they are the most volatile teams at this year. But luckily this time they have the resources, and that's why they are able to put together 11 players on the field. Remember, it's do or die for them. If they lose this, they are out, and your chances of an India versus Pakistan final is dashed for yet another edition. But if they win this, it's India versus Pakistan on September 17th at the Ketarama. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.